Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of Let's Cry Together, where you're not required to cry, but if you want to, you definitely don't have to do it alone. I'm super excited because I have my girl with me. She is such a light, so just like a peaceful person to be around. When she walks into the room, she definitely brings peace. I admire her because she does all the things that I'm too scared to do. She travels, she does all the things. She moved away and lived so far from us all, but she loved it, and she grew as a person there. And when she came back, you could definitely tell the difference. So I have my girl Makira with me today.
Hello.
And I'm just gonna let you introduce yourself, tell the people more about you, and yeah, just give it to them.
All right. Well, yes, I'm Makira. I am. I'm working on it. I am working on a lot of things right now. I am trying to allow the people around me to just fuel me and allow them to grow with me and to be a part of this journey. And I am doing a lot. I have a lot of thoughts growing and flowing, and a lot of things are happening, but I feel great.
That's good.
So I'm good.
That's good. I love that. And I'll just go into a little bit of like backstory of like how we know each other, because this, we've been knowing each other all our lives. So.
Basically.
The funny thing is when she came back, tell me where you lived again, because I always say the wrong thing.
The Caribbean?
Yeah.
So we were in St. Thomas.
Okay, so when she came back from St. Thomas, and she had been back, but we had just connected at this time, and she came over, she sat down on my at the table, and she was like, we've always had a relationship. We've always had, a good relationship, but we had a relationship that was a childlike relationship. And so now we're older, and we're being able to cultivate a real like adult relationship, and it's so fresh, it's so new, it's so revealing, and I just love that. But so this is my cousin, y'all, and we locked in because of that, but we're also locked in because we choose to be, and I think we're often on the same page.
Yes.
And even as kids, I think we were all on the same page because we were kids, but
free.
As adults, things are just They make sense. They make sense.
They do.
And so I got to watch her like grow up. She got to watch me grow up, watch her play basketball, like do all the things. And so I'm just excited to have her here on this couch.
I'm happy to be here. I'm excited. I was anxious and excited.
Yeah, this has been in
really
the works
looking
for a couple
forward to
weeks.
this.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. Okay, so the first thing we normally do is we do our question of the episode. So this is just a time for all of us to kind of, talk with each other, share our opinions and our ideas, encourage each other and all those things. So our question is, when it's all said and done, what do you want to be able to say? And what do you want others to be able to say about you?
She did everything she could. She did it. She put everything she could out there.
Yeah.
That's what I want people to know, that's how I operate. Because when it's all said and done, it's over. That's what it is.
Yeah.
It was already done before we put too much thought into it, or any thought into it to begin with, right? Mm-hmm. It was already done. So in that, I know that because I am who I am, I play a big factor in that. And because of that, I have to give every single thing I have, everything, from head to toe.
Yeah.
And once that's poured out, I know that I have no reason to feel bad about anything after that. There's nothing, because everything's already out there. And when I move like that, then I know that's infectious. I know what my intentions were behind that.
Yeah.
I can't make that party or that thing or whatever the case may be, I can't make them receive that love. Mm-hmm. But I can feel good about the fact that I put everything out there. And for me, that's contentment. That's good.
Yeah, I love that, because one of the quotes that I actually love, and I never can remember it word for word, but it's basically saying, like, after everything is over, God, I want you to be able to say that I gave you every gift that you gave to me. I gave it all back to you. Mm-hmm. And it's like, yeah, I want to be able to say, like, everything that I did, everything that I said, I gave it all. I gave every ounce of me, every piece of me.
Yeah.
So I love that.
Yeah.
That was really good.
Because when it's all said and done, it's over.
Yeah.
So I definitely, I agree with you 100% on that. Because
and is it over, or are you just not the one here to do it anymore?
That's the truth.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Because it's never really over. You have to leave space for the source to play that part.
Right.
If you don't, then you're compensating for what's not yours anymore. You have to, like I tell my partner this often, that you have to leave space for thought. You have to allow people to ponder and to learn to love you.
Yeah.
And to be patient with that, because that's long-term love.
Absolutely.
That is eternal love to me.
Yeah. But I would say when it's all said and done, what I would want other people to say is that she loved me for real. Like, it was pure, it was authentic, it was not conditional. She genuinely loved me. And even when it's people that I'm not like super close with, these can be people that I've only met for a moment. These can be people that I've only encountered or had a small conversation with. I still want you to be able to walk away and say, oh, that love was a love that I'll never forget. Right. Or a love that I've never experienced, right. Or something like that. What I would want to say about myself, I would honestly say the same thing that you said. I did my very best to do my very best. That's it. Like, even in my worst moments, my lowest moments, I still showed up as the best version of myself. Even if that wasn't necessarily the best version, it was all that I had in that moment, and I was willing to give it. Yeah.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
I think that's why we're here.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not, because it's never really done in our minds. So you hit on everything. I don't have anything else.
Yeah.
You completed the rest of my thought. It's done.
Yeah.
It's done.
It's done.
It's done. Yeah, you said it exactly how I would have put it that way.
Yeah, okay. So if you guys hear this question, see this question, make sure that you answer it in the comments, all that stuff. And if you don't remember what the question was, it was, when it's all said and done, what do you want to be able to say? And what do you want other people to be able to say about you? So our first question is, how did you get here? So tell your story. At this moment, this present day, what happened in life to get you here right now?
What got me here right now was and is, it's love.
Yeah.
It will always be love.
Yeah.
Love that's given to me and love that I've been able to give back out. That continuous flow of love has gotten me here, because when I thought it wasn't there, it always was.
Yeah.
And anytime I felt like I was lacking, I was able to see where there was fulfillment.
Yeah.
You know? And because I'm such an observer, I've always been that way. I'm the youngest of, like, I think 7 of them. You know, I always mess up the 6 or the 7, because it's like, if you're in it or if you're not including yourself, you know.
Yeah.
But I observe a lot. I've had every opportunity to watch my siblings bump their heads and then resolve the issue. And then do better or not. And I've learned from each and every one of their experiences that they've allowed me to know.
Right.
Because they're extremely protective over me. Extremely. My mom was, my dad is. I've always been protected.
Yeah.
And as a kid, I was really, really, really a kid. I mean, like, when I describe myself, like, my nickname is Bunny. And to this day, I still wear it. I'm Auntie Bunny now.
Yeah.
You know, and when the way I operated was very free and open-minded, because I knew nothing else.
Right.
My mom I was so protected that I didn't even know. I never knew when any of my family members passed away. I never knew about any adversity, really. Everything was just roses and butterflies.
Yeah.
And I know my siblings probably were a little jealous of that because at that point she had 7 opportunities to make a mistake with them.
Yeah.
She got it right on me. You know, she got it right on them too. But you know, at that point, there's not much more.
She had a lot of practice.
You know, you had a lot, because things require practice. You don't just get it right on the first try.
Yeah.
And that's why you need to be forgiving to that thought. Because our oldest siblings been through a lot, and people need to recognize that. They need to acknowledge that for what it is and have respect for what that is.
Yeah.
Because you weren't there. You weren't even thought of yet.
Right, yeah.
And so that needs to be respected because that's a whole nother thing.
Absolutely.
You know, but for me, about me, what's gotten me to this point is definitely love.
Yeah.
Because I've been through a lot. I have been through so many things at the age of 25, and it feels like I'm much older than that. I've lived many lifetimes.
Yeah.
And I have several different ancestors that lived through me. I'm definitely a vessel, and I know that. I'm well aware of that. And because I've continued to learn and be a learner in this lifetime, from the people around me that are wise, some that are smart and some that are not, you know, being able to take that and learn how to use perspective for what it is and not for what I want it to be has allowed me to grow to this point and feel as knowledgeable and as secure as I do right now.
Yeah.
Because I know that nobody can take that from me.
Right.
Now, I can choose to give it away, but nobody can take that from me. And it took a while for me to get to that point of that thought, because that's a process and that's a practice in itself.
Yeah.
You know, I've had 5 different therapists. I've lost and gained and lost and gained, and it took all the way to 25 for me to realize there's always been a balance.
Yeah.
And I've never been alone.
Absolutely. Never.
And I think because the people around me, they really feed into me. I have a family everywhere I go.
Yeah.
I have family in the Caribbean. I got family in Sydney, Dayton, and there and there and there.
Yeah.
I have family everywhere I go. The Lord makes sure I'm straight.
Right.
We cool. Like, that's how aligned. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to be concerned. On top of the fact that my mom is up there.
Right.
She just up there, let's see. And so when she get right here, that's what we going.
Right.
Is that cool? Can she? All right. So that's what we gonna have lined up for next, and then so that's how I feel.
Yeah.
Genuinely feel that way.
She's still taking care of her baby.
You know, and I used to be upset by the fact that, you know, people celebrate Mother's Day and different things like that and have them present. But then I got to the point just this year where I realized I was like, I'm cooler than you, because she's with me all the time.
Yeah.
I never have to worry. Like, ever. I never have to miss her because I get her, 24/7. She's right here, right now.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, I always, 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 always feel a protection that I feel like, I honestly wish you had that.
Yeah.
I wish that other people had that type of security.
Right.
And that has also really, really, really helped me overcome a lot of things.
Yeah.
Mentally. And, because that was years ago when I lost her.
Yeah.
And that's also helped me get to this point. Because I almost gave up a couple times. But then I realized, nah, that's not the point.
Yeah. And that's not
just
what
not
she
the
wants
point.
you to do.
No, she needs me to be here.
Yeah. She didn't protect you all this time for you to give up on.
But furthermore, how can her testimony continue to live on and her legacy live on if I'm not able to recognize who I am?
And who she cultivated you to be.
Literally.
She put in the work.
She put in the work.
She put in the work for years.
She put in the work.
And it's like you have to live in everything that she created.
Yeah.
Because if not, then everything's null and void.
No.
It was all in vain.
Exactly.
And the question is, are you about to let it be in vain?
How could I do that?
How could you do that?
How could I possibly do that? No. And then on top of that, it's like, it's not even about me no more. My perspective has shifted to the kids.
Yeah, it's about everybody.
It's about everybody else around me. So that's how I got here.
Yeah.
It was just love.
It
was all of everything love is.
Yeah. And you know what? Love is not always, I think people hear the word, oh, it was love, and it's like everything was, like you said earlier, peaches and cream, but that's not love for real. Like, love has ups and it has downs, but the question is, are you going to still show up in love in those down moments? Are you still going to show up and all of those situations that you've experienced that were not good. Because, I mean, the loss of your mother, it was painful.
Very
but there
much
was,
so.
I'm sure there was still so much love that came from that. You get to, like you said, you get to feel her 24/7.
24/7.
So that's love
25/8.
right there. You know, like, even though you experience something that hurt, you experience a different type of love, a different level of love now, because you feel her everywhere.
I do.
Always.
All the time. And it's gotten to the point, this is about to crack you up. Malaya, my youngest niece, she looks like her.
Yeah.
And I mean, it looks like her to a T.
Yeah.
And you got to know where I'm coming from, like to a T. And kind of like looks a little bit like me. And when I'm around her, I'm so emotional. I cry in front of her. I feel like that's important.
Absolutely.
Because I love her.
Kids should see you feel emotions, because I think
yes,
that's important.
How else will they know that it's safe and it's okay to do that? You know, and I don't hold back on that at all with them, because when it comes to my nieces and nephews and family, all the things.
Yeah.
I feel like I have to be as authentic as I can. I would literally want to be as uncomfortable as I need to be to learn how to love myself the way that I have to in order to be what I need to be for the people around me.
Yeah.
That's what it is. That's why I said love is everything and some more, because it's patient, it's kind, it's yours and it's mine. Like, I want to share that. It's literally ours. Yeah. It's for us. It's one. It's one thing. It's one entity. Yeah. And for me, when I think about it like that, I gotta love you as hard as possible, because you don't know. Lord willing, you don't know.
You have no idea.
And that's why you have to know why. Yeah. You gotta know where it comes from. You gotta know the strength behind the word love. Yeah. How do you define love?
I think love is such an intricate thing. And truly, you can put words to it, but I don't think there's a true definition to love. Like, I think if you look up the definition, there's obviously a definition. Right. But I think for me, love is just this thing that's so natural. It's something that can be felt through every situation. I think it is something that should be unconditional. And I think it looks like a lot of different things. So it looks like laughter. It looks like crying. It looks like, showing up for people in different ways. It just, I don't know. I don't feel like I can really even put it to words. Because I say that love is a feeling, but it's also an action. So, like, I'm heavy on, I believe that love is something that you do, not something that you say. I think love is something that you do that creates the feeling or creates emotions. But so when I say, oh yeah, I love you, I'm telling you what I'm willing to do for you, how I'm willing to show up for you, not how I'm willing to make you feel, because the feeling can go. The feeling can leave on any day. But I don't know. I think actions is what creates those feelings.
It is.
Yeah.
It absolutely. Is. Act on it.
Yeah. Do it.
Yes, show me. You can say it all you want. Yeah. He didn't just say it. He did it. And he didn't just do it. He told us. That's why we are able to be what we are. So it's like, do it.
Do it.
Don't do it halfway. Don't
all
do it.
The way.
Don't do it. Yes, literally do it. Don't call for a sub until you're ready to be taken out. There's no excuses. Yeah. Literally no excuses. Yeah. I'm not even going to preach. I'm not going to do it.
I mean,
I'm saying though, how could that's sacrifice? That's love. That is. When somebody does that for you, that is the standard.
And I think love is a lot easier than we make it seem. Like, the act of loving is so simple. It's so easy. It may look hard. It may require sacrifice. It may require you to give some things up. But I genuinely feel like the act of loving is one of the easiest things in the world. You just have to be willing to do it. You have to be able to do the things that come with it. Because the things that come with it are the hard thing. But the act of actually doing the love, I feel like that's so easy.
It is.
It's so easy.
It is. But it can be very, 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 very difficult. It could
Absolutely.
bring difficult.
Yeah, difficult things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because when you really love is hard.
Love is very hard.
Love is hard. It's very inconsistent. It's very up and down. And nothing should be vertical
Yeah.
in any way, shape, or form, because that's just not how things work. You know? And when it comes to how I feel about the word love, I could go on and on and on and on. And the podcast won't end.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So that's where I stand with that one. Love is just, it's patient and it's kind.
Yeah.
And
he tells you what love is.
He tells you
in the Bible. It's patient, it's
on
kind, it
every
does
single
not boast.
page.
It tells you.
On every single
It tells
page.
you.
On every single page.
And you know, it's crazy. I literally read the Bible the other day, and I want to say, what is it in? I cannot tell you what book it's in, but
It's probably in every one of them. What is it about?
But so it's very specific. It literally says, "Love lasts forever." There's multiple things that are. There was 3 things that he said. I believe it was love, it was faith, and it was something else. But he said love is the greatest of them all.
Hope.
It's
in
hope.
1 Corinthians.
Yes, it is.
13.
Okay, come with it.
It's in 1 Corinthians 13.
For some reason, I was going to say Romans, but I knew it wasn't Romans.
That's heavy.
Yeah.
That's deep.
And when I saw that,
That's
I had
very
to highlight
deep.
it because I said, you know, when we talk about love, we just, oh yeah, I love you. But like, no, this is something that you're telling, this is something that God told you is going to last forever.
That he gave you.
He gave it.
Line this and was already done.
Ever.
Yes.
So it's
this was meant for you.
This is heavy. This is real. This is weight. You can't just say, oh, I love you and just move on. Like, no, what is that? What does that mean?
No,
what does
that's
that
not
look like?
enough.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Because he knows you were a divine being. And you were created already as enough. You are already enough. And when people recognize that, then they understand how to give everything they have. I think that's also real. And something that needs acknowledged is that sometimes people don't know what it means to give all that they got.
Yeah.
They don't.
Yeah.
Sometimes people are afraid and feel fear.
Yeah.
And so many times he tells us we shouldn't feel fear.
Yeah.
We should not be fearful. There's so many different outlets to get away from that. But there's one that'll just, at the snap of your finger, if you send it up, it's coming back down.
Yeah.
And people struggle with that because there's a level of ignorance that feels comfortable for them. And so they cling to it.
Yeah.
Ignorance will kill you.
Yeah.
And that's just what it is. Ignorance will kill you. You can fight all you want. But the proof is in the pudding. It just is what it is.
Yeah.
And that's what it'll be.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So we talked about how, you know, you are moving through life without your mother physically being here. And you were young when you lost your mom. And so do you feel like you had a true understanding of how to like process that or how to move forward or just keep being?
No.
And where was your aha moment? Like, where was it like, okay, this is how I do this. This is how I continue living without my mother physically being here.
I think I was equipped with different options, and it was up to me to make that choice.
Yeah.
Because there was so much happening with that during that time. It was a lot for me to process, and I knew what I should have done.
Yeah.
Which was to stay in the gym and to keep doing what I was doing when she was here. But I didn't know how to.
Yeah.
I just didn't know how to. I didn't know how to let the people around me help me. I didn't know how to be vulnerable. I didn't even know how to slow down.
Yeah.
It's like I had FOMO and it was already gone.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So it was like, I don't know. Because the thing about it, a lot that people don't know about, I didn't know what hospice was. This is literally how much they protected me. I did not know that she was that sick.
And how old were you?
I was 16.
Yeah.
I just turned 16 or something like that. Something like that. I had just turned 16. I don't even try to go too far back, but we can't because we're here together.
Yeah.
But I just I really didn't know what to do. You know, to be honest, I was indulging. So what it was is, my siblings really love me, and they really cater to me in every way they can. They protect me. They really try. And when they see me struggling, they try to find different ways to help.
Yeah.
And I think it's real to acknowledge that there was a time where we were all trying to find our direction, and that is right now. It's never going to end.
Yeah.
And then once you find it, you have a different rhythm and flow, and you know how to continue to grow. That's just what it is. And so during that time, I think we were all really deep in a lot of different types of adversity.
Mm-hmm.
We were going through all of us were going through different versions of our own. We were being challenged so heavily before Mom passed away.
Yeah.
Because to back it up a little bit, I had lost several different family members. My sister lost her core family member. To her core of her spirit, to her core, was her mama. And when Mama passed away, I wasn't that close with Mama, but I tried to because my sister was. There was one time I can significantly remember going over there and playing. She taught me how to play Sudoku. My mom always had Sudoku in the bathroom. And I could never. I mean, it was just squares and random numbers everywhere. None of it made any sense.
Yeah. In the bathroom, I love that.
You know, like, you planned on being there. You know what I'm saying? Love that for you. Health is wealth. Yeah. But I'm like, you know, like, what is this game about? Like, I know, you know, whatever. So my mom, she took the time to explain it to me. I figured it out after. Well, I didn't even have to because she loved me and she taught me. And, you know, when I saw my sister break down like that, that's when my love shifted for her. That's when I knew that Sissy, I ain't gonna never let nothing hurt you if I can stop that.
Yeah.
And that's just what it is.
Yeah.
And for her babies, it's the same way. And that's just what it is, man. My sister is my everything. All my siblings are, and they truly, and there's no difference between each. But she raised me.
I was gonna say she took on a different role.
She took on a different role.
You know, she's just in a different light.
Yes, she had to. It was her. She was chosen to. And before her, Eric was in the house with me 24/7 at the house. Yeah. My dad, he probably wanted to be, but he had to work. We were high maintenance. We always been. Yeah. We ask for what we want, and he will provide. And he did. He provided. He wasn't just a provider, but he had to take care of that role. So my mom, she was at home a lot.
Yeah.
And when she wasn't, she had enough kids that I guess she knew what the game plan was going to be because they made sure I had everything I needed. No, they all did it in different ways. My sister was very black and white. And now she's not, but she was. My brother was, his way is the only way. And me and Dedrick just be doing whatever we be doing. You know, that's kind of how it go. The rest of my siblings weren't in the house with us, but there's a whole nother story time for that.
Right.
But as far as my mom went, she never fluctuated in how she moved. She just didn't. She was always authentically herself. She wore grout fits, and she said things the way she wanted to say them. And she catered to the other party. She did, but it wasn't outside of her comfortability or her morals or values. She loved herself. Yeah. She really did. And that was contagious to me because I was content. So then, in turn, I was really a kid. Yeah. I didn't even know what anxiety was. I didn't even know what, I knew what sadness and happiness were. I knew what they were, but that the deeper things of clinging on to those emotions for a long period of time to, you know, for things to become imbalanced, I didn't do that. And up until adversity started to hit. So before my mom passed away, I was extremely violated by a close family member of mine. And in every way, shape, and form, I forgive him. Yeah. I truly do.
And that's hard.
But it wasn't.
Yeah.
It really just wasn't. I was like 11 or 12, somewhere in between there, you know. Yeah. Your body remembers. Sometimes your mind kind of tries to put things down in the filing cabinet. But he violated my whole being by taking what wasn't his. Right. And he did. And I was just a kid. I was just Bunny. I didn't even know who Makira was. Yeah. I was just Bunny. And up until now, I didn't really realize how much that affected me and how I operate now. Some of the things that I saw, because I have weaknesses, and I like to acknowledge that. And it's not admitting it; it's acknowledging that.
Right.
Because I don't have to tell you, and I'm not mean you,
No,
just
no,
in general, And so when it comes to that particular situation, you know, it wasn't just one occasion. It wasn't just in one location.
Yeah.
It wasn't just in my bed. It was in my brother's bed. It was in my mom and dad's bed. It was at my grandma's house and my grandpa's house. It was at a basketball tournament. You were trying to get a hold of some of my friends, and you can deny, but you know what the truth is. I know what the truth is.
Yeah.
And my body knows too.
Yeah.
And the people around me know too because of the way that I love. I love intensely. I'm loyal. I've always been that way. Since I was a little kid, I love like really, really hard. And when it hurts, I'll cry.
Yeah.
And then I'll move on. I don't have to be mad at you. I don't have to, hold on to those strong emotions. I can choose to move on.
Yeah.
And grow from that and learn to love and maneuver different. That's it.
Yeah.
And so I forgive him for that. But he did. He sexually assaulted and violated me in every way, shape, or form. And he was well aware of what he was doing because he was of age.
Yeah.
Xavier was of age. Xavier Brooks was of age. And I know that the truth is in the pudding.
Yeah.
And I know that it is what it is.
Yeah.
I've grown a lot from that. And because of that, when it comes to my nieces and nephews, particularly my nieces and nephews, I don't play about them.
Yeah.
I don't play about my younger siblings, younger family. I say siblings because I really feel just like a big sis to them.
Yeah,
I just feel like everybody's my brothers and sisters. Like, y'all are my babies. And I don't play about them. I really don't. Even the kids that aren't even related to me. I'm like so passionate about them because.
But that's good because a lot of people aren't.
I know.
And there's so many people who won't protect them. And so sometimes they just need that random person who's willing to be willing to be like, that doesn't look right.
No.
Or like,
They just gravitate straight to me too.
And you also brought up the fact that you were sexually assaulted as a young girl. So this question
I gotta hit on that real quick. That is very, 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 very deep.
Yes.
And I really pondered on this. It's not in this journal, and it's not in that one. It's in the one at home. And all over it, I wrote for pages. About that. And then at the end, I scribbled all over it and wrote, break generational chains. And that hit me so hard because to think about it, my mom shared what she needed to while she was here. And that's it. It's done.
Yeah.
So she was sexually assaulted, raped, and all of the above.
Yeah.
Her mom was sexually assaulted, raped, and all of the above. My great-grandma was... So it just keeps going.
Yeah.
Right? So go all the way back down. It goes... Never hit my sister. It hit me. So it jumped all my siblings and it went straight to me.
Right.
And then my little cousin, Paris. And then that's it.
Yeah.
That's it, as far as I know. And will allow to be.
Right.
And that's just what it is. When I think about that chain being broken, it's done. It's gone now.
Absolutely.
I prayed about it. I've rebuked it. I've done all that I can do.
Yeah.
And now it's done.
Yeah.
I gave everything, and now it's done. When I think about my nieces and nephews and my cousins and people, and the Lord knows how passionate I am about that one.
Yeah.
And I couldn't fathom the thought. I couldn't bear the thought.
Yeah.
I couldn't bear the feeling, and He knows that. And so now that because of that, that's how I know it's done.
Yeah.
So I feel so much security and safety within that now that's why I've been able to heal. That's why it's over for me now.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay, so hitting on that topic, at that age, you said that it did happen in multiple places, different spaces, different times. Did you feel like you had the space to be able to speak up, or did you know how, or like what was What was that like for you?
I didn't feel like I needed to.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted my mom to know, but I genuinely think she would have killed him.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't want her to go to jail.
Yeah.
That's how much I love people that I'm kind of type A. I will jump to the next.
Mm-hmm.
And then once I get there, I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if I need to do that. I feel like I just need to pray. I didn't grow up in church or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing. I just have always been so in alignment that I just felt like I knew that it was okay. I was good. Now, in the process of it, this was over the course of like a month and a half. And when they came, my mom had just got diagnosed.
Mm-hmm.
My papa had just moved here because he was living with them and they weren't able to take care of him in the ways that he needed. So I couldn't say anything because at the time when papa came back, that side of the family, the young man that did what he did, my cousin, that was him. That was when everything started. Yeah. So they came. Literally, we hadn't saw that side of the family for like 5 or 6 years. And when they came, it was a celebration. I saw my mom cry in a way I never saw. And prior to that, that's when she told us she had cancer. That's when we realized Papa was coming home. And then like a couple hours later, or maybe even a day or something, I can't quite remember that all in super clear detail, but I remember it was very interesting because the timeline was like, my mom was at my grandpa's house, which she never is, and we were there, and then my family pulled up. That side of the family pulled up, and they're from Texas. So when they came, it was a celebration. Every single one of them I love to the core of my heart, still do. Just love different from a distance.
Yeah.
And it was a celebration, man. My mom was so happy to be with her siblings that I couldn't take that from her.
Yeah.
I needed her to feel that. I wanted her to feel that. And it made me feel great to see her that happy. So I wanted her to live in that. I really did. I felt like she needed to. And after all that had happened, I needed to let her radiate in that energy. I had to. Because I had saw her cry so much. So much. We had been experiencing a lot of loss. It felt like there was an imbalance. So I didn't have time to... I didn't see that there was time. I didn't create an opportunity to speak up.
Yeah.
And it wasn't because what was happening wasn't truthful. It's just that there was a lot going on.
Yeah.
There was just so much going on. My dad was working so much more than I was used to. And he was always gone for like, a week and some change at a time because he had to work. But it's not... I didn't really care about all that. I didn't know the value of money. I didn't know how hard it was to be an adult. I didn't even know. I was such a kid. They let me be.
Yeah.
So I just missed him. I just wanted him to come home because we got to ride bikes and we got to go fishing and we got to do everything I wanted to do. He gave me $10 and I could buy ice cream for everybody when the truck pulled up. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I was cool.
Yeah.
My dad was cool. Everybody loved my dad. So, and that's just how it went. So I just really felt like I had always been thinking about the people around me so much more, and that's why I didn't speak up. I didn't speak up because I felt like that's where the focus needed to be.
Yeah. So it sounds like pain crept in during chaos because there were already things that were happening within, the family dynamic in your life. Your mom was diagnosed. Your papa was having issues. You had just lost loved ones. And I think it's important to note that within your pain, the protection of the people around you was more important than you being able to get out of what you were experiencing. Because I think a lot of children, a lot of people do the same or feel the same way. Oh, I don't want to say this because this is going to happen. Or I don't want to do this because I know that this is going to create this dynamic within the family. And it's like so many people experience that, and it's good to know that regardless of what pain or chaos is happening around you, it's okay for you to be able to say, hey, I understand this is happening. I understand this is all chaotic for everyone else, but I need y'all to hear me right now because this is what's going on. And I think a lot of kids put the protection of other people before their selves. And I think that's very interesting that it happens that way.
I think so too.
Yeah.
There's a lot of intentionality behind that.
Yeah.
And what I'm going to say off of that is, like, it's just, it requires faith.
Yeah.
It requires a lots and lots and lots of faith. And like I said, you know, I didn't grow up in church, but I just believed. I believed that things would be resolved and that violence wasn't the solution.
Yeah.
I just didn't feel like it had to work out that way, because how's everything working right now? And I don't see nobody orchestrating this.
Yeah.
You know, not here right now. It's just happening.
Yeah.
It just is. And so for me, it's like, to forgive him is to be free. To be free from spirits that aren't meant for me.
Right.
They're going to be there.
Yeah.
They will exist, but they won't win.
Right.
You know, unless I buy into that, which is why at the beginning I said ignorance will kill you.
Yeah.
Because you have to learn to love yourself in that way. And at that time, I didn't learn to love myself in that way. I just knew to love myself in that way, because that's all I knew.
Right.
That's all I knew. When he was, you know, putting things in my head, making it seem as though if I spoke up, then this would happen or that would happen. And I was just a kid. I believed you.
Yeah.
I had childlike faith. I believed you, because I started to feel fear for the first time. And that's when I was like, oh, to protect them, I will do all I have to do, and to ensure, you know, if it's up to me, if it's within my control, then if you need me to be silent so that their safety is secure, then I'll do that.
Yeah.
And you do what you gotta do, man. You just gonna have to let it be.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna have to be a vessel and just be, because there's too much on my mom's heart, and I think she'll kill him or she'll die. And that's what went through my head. I'm not even kidding you.
Yeah.
Because I feel like her heart, I can't put that on her.
Yeah.
She can't bear that. You know, I don't know why I felt that way. Like a kid, I was just a kid. I was just a baby.
Sense, because as a child, you know, you can only take things for face value. So my mom just told me she was diagnosed with cancer. Now this thing is happening. I know cancer's bad. I know that she could pass from this.
From
so
stress.
if I give her anything else, it's like, oh no, this can push this thing that's already causing all of these things for my mom. It could speed the process up. And so that makes so much sense, because as a child you only can do what you can only dissect what you're being given. There's no, like, you don't have that adult like logic to be able to be like, okay, this thing is not going to be the thing that, like, you know, makes things move any quicker. So that makes sense. So you said that you forgive him. What did that process look like? Because I think that's a really hard thing to do. Like, that is a very difficult thing. I know other people who have experienced things very similar. And it's not easy to forgive someone who has taken something from you that you cannot get back. Who has taken something from you that you didn't want to give. So what did that forgiveness look like? Or how did you get to a point where you were like, okay, I can forgive this person?
I got to that point because I realized that you can take something, but it may not be what you thought it was. He stole my virginity.
Right.
But I gave it to my one love. I know that what was taken from me wasn't really what he thought it was.
Right.
And that's how I know that I'm good and I'm safe and everything is clear, because you didn't really get off with what you wanted, buddy.
Yeah.
You really didn't get that. What you got is karma. What you got is a heavy heart.
Yeah.
What you got is to live with this for the rest of however long you live.
Yeah.
What you got is to bear that.
Yeah.
I don't have to.
And that's good that you said that, because I think that people don't realize, like, you can say that you got something from me, but I am the only one who can actually give it that. Like, I'm the only one who can actually say, oh, this is what you took from me.
Because you are the I am.
Yeah.
So if you give that, then it holds a different strength.
Yeah.
A different love and a different...
This is mine. You can't take something from me that's already mine.
Yes.
I can only give that to you.
Yes.
So you did something to me.
You did.
But you didn't take from me what I didn't give to you.
So in turn, I'm going to learn to love you different. All the way from over here.
Yeah.
And you're not going to like that. But guess what? I can choose to.
Yeah.
You can't change that.
Yeah.
Because you can't take that.
You can't.
Nope. And so with that being said, that's how I forgave him. I didn't tell anybody when I was a little kid. I told one person. Her name was Faith. She was my first girlfriend. And at the time, I was with her. And I told her what was happening. And she was like, we got to do this and that and this and that. She grew up in church. And I was like, nah, we don't. I got you. And I'm good. I already done said it's good. It's fine. Like, it is what it is. Because my family's safe. And I'm alive. And I have you. I'm good. But I have to remind her, girl, you are Faith.
Yeah.
People need you. Remember that. And I did. And she was there.
Yeah.
She was there.
And it's so good to just have at least one person who's willing to do what they can for you in those types of moments, because all you need is one.
All you need is one.
All you need is one. I go to schools.
One is many.
Yeah. I go to schools and I teach kids about different things, and I tell them, say it until somebody does something. All you have to do, keep talking. I don't care if you tell 10 people and all 9, the first 9 don't believe you. When you get to 10, if they're the one, they're the one.
You're going to learn now, or you're going to learn when you get into sales.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to have to keep going.
Keep going until
all them knows, it's going to be a yes.
It's going to be a yes. It's going to be, okay, I'll do something about that. It's going to be, okay, I hear you. Let me move on your behalf. But there's so many that just like, oh, nobody's going to believe me. Like, no.
Have faith.
Keep talking.
Have faith.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I can tell you the highest source of them all believes in you. So just have faith.
And he knows.
Just have faith.
Yeah, he knows. How has your experiences, loss, sexual assault, all of those things, how has that shaped your current value? And how do you find joy in all of that now?
Because I overcame it.
Yeah.
Because I overcame it. That's how I found joy in it. Because I overcame it. And I realized it wasn't me. I can pay it back.
Yeah.
It's borrowed time. I'm just here. People don't understand that. You're just a body. You're supposed to be a vessel. You're just here. You're going to go through a lot of things.
Yeah.
Good and bad. It's all well deserved. It was all meant to be, and it was already said and done. So just be present.
Yeah.
Because whatever you're worrying about is already done. Whatever you're anxious about has been complete. Whatever you're depressed about, it's in the past. Stop holding on to it.
Yeah.
You know, it's a choice. And when you recognize how much freedom you have in understanding why alignment matters and how powerful that is, you feel free.
Yeah.
It's eternal love that I feel runs from the top of my head to the bottom of my feet.
Top of your head to the sole of your feet. No, says that in all her prayers.
You hear
all
me?
The time.
Like, in that podcast with
Venus,
talking about love was very deep. And I didn't even listen to the whole thing.
Yeah.
I'm going to listen to it. I didn't listen to the whole thing. And she spoke so passionately about herself that I was like, girl, you tripping on one of the comments, because she was like, I just love myself.
Yeah. And
she was being so like, it almost sounded conceited for a second. And then I was like, I think she even used that word. And then I sat on that for a couple hours, and I was like, you know what?
You should.
You should be.
You should love yourself exactly like
you
that.
should love yourself as hard as you should be. Man, what? Because if he died and rose again, that's the standard.
Hello. And he didn't die just for anything.
No.
So why would you be sitting here and not loving
Didn't make me for just anything. Because I know I have quite a few people I would like to say, oh, I wish you were here, but you can't be.
Yeah.
You can't be because you're not where I'm at. You know, that's why it's important to protect yourself and protect your peace. Because once people recognize that, they will try to take it in every single way they can when they're not in alignment. They'll look at you and be like, you look good. They'll lust over you. They will want every bit of your time.
Yeah.
Like, that's just what it is. And when you know you're in alignment, you start to feel like, I don't know, you start to really feel like you start to, I don't know, you feel so like honored.
Yeah.
That is, and free. Like, it's so many things that it's just like, nah, I catch you
can't
on.
do that.
I catch you later.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I know that when I need to see you, you will be there.
Yeah.
because I know that's how I'm loved.
Mm-hmm.
There's that ever flowing, like, eternal, it just never ends.
Yeah.
And so I don't have to worry or want. I just am.
Yeah. I just am. You said something at the beginning of that answer about like not allowing for the things that you've been through. You said you overcame it. And I was literally right before y'all got here, I was reading a book, and it had this one, it's not a poetry book, but it just gives like little excerpts, and one of them was, it's okay for you to sit in your pain until your pain has done what it needed to do for you to learn from it. And then once you've learned, it's time to exit. It's time to go. And I was like, oh, literally in here screaming. I was like, that is crazy, because oftentimes we feel pain and we're so ready to move on from it. We're so ready to leave that pain that we are willing to push it to the side. We're willing to push it under the rug. We're willing to do all of these things to just, I want to feel better. When it's like, no, you have to stay here so you can learn something from it. And that's okay. Like, sit in it. Don't let it consume you. Don't let it become who you are. But it's okay for you to be like, okay, I gotta be here right now because I need to learn something from this. And when you said that, I was like, oh.
Want that, though.
Yeah.
Like, yearn for that more and more and more.
Absolutely, because you don't grow without the pain. Growing, you need that.
You can't feel happiness if these two things exist in the same space. Like, think about it. Like, if they exist in the same space, and you have happiness and sadness, and you have so much sadness covering up the happiness, it's at the bottom of the cup. It's like the syrup that falls to the bottom when you get a coffee. And it's at the bottom of the cup. And you need to feel that. But you can't feel that until you spin it up. You got to stir it up in order for it to come back to surface.
Yeah.
And for it to be in you, or else it's just there.
And that's such a good analogy, because if you don't put your straw deep enough,
You ain't gonna get it.
It don't taste good.
You gotta go deep. You gotta go all the way.
Everything's sweet again.
Everything's sweet
all
again.
And all of those good things at the bottom, they consume the bad.
Now you taste a little bit of each flavor, because
it's a lesson.
That's what makes the beauty. Because if you don't taste it and you just say, "Oh, I've been through it. I've been through I," and you don't realize how it's intertwined, the entire creation, it's tied it all together. It's literally why it works.
Yeah.
If you don't acknowledge that, you're still missing a key factor.
Yeah.
There's no straw. You can't even drink the drink.
Yeah.
It's just all the ingredients.
Yeah.
You can't even taste the flavors.
Yeah.
You can't taste the flavors.
It's about perspective. And
it is.
One of the other episodes with Tahara, she said something that literally gonna live by for the rest of my life. She said, you have to change how you think of things. You can't keep asking, why is this happening to me but for me?
And that's
and
why.
I was like, ooh.
That's
Thank
poetic.
You. Poetic.
That's poetic.
Needed that.
It's because we as people have to realize that we are the change. We are the change. I've met somebody that's my light, and I'm the change, and I can feel the change happening around me. Yeah. I met several lights around me, but one in particular has shifted things for me in a way that I didn't even know was going to happen.
Yeah.
And her name is Taj, and she has completely shifted things for me in terms of feeling confident in who I am and why I do what I do.
Yeah.
I know that I am, and I know that I need the people around me in order to make this thing work and to shift in the direction that it has to go in, because we're here for a purpose much more than what we've been doing. Absolutely. Clocking in 9 to 5. Yeah. That's not what we need to be doing, girl. Yeah. We need to create. That's why we're here, because we are enough, and that's why we're here. Absolutely. You know, it's in the book. It's in the book. It's Ephesians 4 from beginning to end. In my opinion, that's what it is. Yeah. Is that we need to have childlike faith. Absolutely. And we need to learn to love. Really love. Really, really, really learn to love. Because if you learn to love, then you realize all those different flavors that are in the cup that you might not want to taste it without the sweetness are necessary. Absolutely. They have to be there in order for you to be able to drink the drink. Yeah. The straw is love. Yeah. That's what it is. And so it's like, You need that. You need the light around you. You need the change around you. You gotta like change, man. You gotta get used to that.
Yeah.
And that's not easy.
For sure.
And that's why you have to trust that the people around you are here to help you grow.
Yeah.
But you have to make the choice to be vulnerable for the kids so that they don't grow up with hardened hearts. You have to be the one to make the choice to be present for yourself and for everybody else around you.
For sure.
Not half present, not just there and not listening. Or you have to hear them and acknowledge them. Active listening skills are very important.
Absolutely.
For me, I have realized that how important communication is, but I communicate in my own way. People always laugh at me because I'm quiet and I'm soft-spoken, but I won't speak louder. This morning, even my partner was asleep. I was speaking soft, and I knew I wanted to. I didn't want to speak. I didn't want my voice to have to project any more than what it was already doing, because I wanted to be gentle with myself this morning. And I was being soft-spoken, and my partner wanted me to speak up, and I said no. Just listen.
For one, I'm telling you no. Because I know what I need for myself right now. But also, in that, if you just take a second and you truly hear me, you truly listen, you'll know exactly what I'm saying.
You'll know exactly what I'm saying.
You'll know exactly what I'm
saying.
I'm
not cooking.
But I also can't, just because I love you and I know that you need me to speak up, doesn't mean that I can step outside of myself and what I need for myself right now.
I won't.
To be louder for you when I know that I need quiet. When I know that I have to have patience with myself. So it's like you just gotta take a second and just listen.
What is the difference between kindness and, what is the difference between a kind person and a nice person to you? And what are you?
That's a great question. I think a nice person is surface level. I think a kind person is depth. I would say that you can be both, but you can also be one without the other. I think you can be nice and not kind. But I do think actually that you cannot be kind and not nice, because if it's deep in you, then it's also on the surface level. I do think that I am a kind person.
Me too.
But I also think that I am nice. I think nice can be used as an act. You can be nice but not nice for real. But I think when you're kind, it's natural. It's just, you know how they say it's in you, it's not on you. It's in you when you're kind. Nice can just be on you.
Nice can just be on you.
Yeah, but it's not a bad thing. It's not necessarily embedded in you. That's what I think.
Definitely.
What do you think?
I like the way you broke that down, because it really is similar to what I have to say. And I learned this all from my partner's mom, who is near and dear to my heart, that has taught me several lessons that are going to help me to continue to be the woman that I'm becoming.
Yeah.
And within that, she's a kind person. She is not a nice person. She's a kind person. There's a difference.
Yeah.
They can exist together, but the way that she describes herself is kind, and I agree. I agree. And the difference is, a kind person, a nice person, allows for their boundaries to be crossed. They allow certain things to be done around them, or anything really to be done around them, in order for everybody to feel appeased. And they want to please the people around them because that makes them feel fulfilled. Right? Like, that's nice. If I say no and I'm nice, if I'm a nice person and I say no to you, that's not nice. That's mean.
Right.
That's negative.
Yeah.
You know? But in order to remain a nice person, I got to say yes. Even though you told me to jump, I got to say yes.
Yeah.
You know? Because that's nice. But kind is sticking up for myself and who I know I am.
Boundaries.
It's boundaries, right? And boundaries are everything, because boundaries are potential. You have to stand by them in order for them to be effective. You know? It's like self-awareness is something.
Yeah.
But without the action behind it, then it's just potential.
Yeah.
And so when we're talking about nice don't get the job done. Nice don't want to do the hard part. Nice don't want to let the people know what they need to know. Nice don't want to say it in the way they need to hear it.
Yeah.
Nice is, I'm tired, and you asked me to stay and close tonight, but I was scheduled to be off at 7. But because you need me here, and you
I'm
told me that
staying.
you're going to have to stay longer and what you have on your plate, that I am going to allow this to happen because I want to make sure that you're okay.
Right.
And I'm going to bypass my needs from this situation in order to ensure that that happens.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Kind is saying, listen, dog, I've gave everything I could for this 8-hour or 12-hour shift or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
Now it's time for me to self-care, decompress, and do what I need to do in order to be the best version of myself for me and everyone else around me.
Right,
That's
right.
kind. Kindness is intentional.
Yeah.
Kindness is love. That's love to me.
Yeah. Intentional is my absolute favorite word because I genuinely try my best to move as intentional as possible.
I noticed that about you.
Yeah, I really do, and I want people to do the same. And when you think about kindness, you don't think about the word intentional, but I think the two definitely go hand in hand. And I like that you said that being nice sometimes compromises yourself, because
you're willing to.
Yeah, it's like you're trying to fulfill something that may go against what you need to fulfill for yourself. And I'm not gonna lie, I think that, I mean, just sitting here in this moment, I think that is definitely a battle that I often face, because I do think that I am kind, but I also think that I am nice. And I think me being nice does compromise a lot of things that I want for myself, or things that I want to do, or different stuff like that. So another thing to put on my list of things to work on.
I think it's, and I appreciate you sharing that, because it's being vulnerable is growing.
Yeah, and that's being kind to yourself.
It is. It really is. Vulnerable. And the people around you, because if you have those people around you, 9 times out of 10, you want them to love you, They love me in a very gentle fashion, and they let Bunny be present.
Gentle love.
Gentle love. I needed that. My mom gave me that.
Yeah.
And then she made sure I had it after she was gone.
Mm-hmm. I tell people all the time, don't come over here with that hard stuff, because I don't want that.
Nope.
I love gentle. I need you to do the same for me, and that looks different for everybody, but
it does.
I need the soft version. Of
you don't know you need it till you know. So my other question was, this is the last one. What would you say about me?
What would I say about you?
What do you got to say about me?
Okay. Do you have something specific?
I want you to tell me, if somebody asked you, how do you feel about Makira? What would you say?
Okay. That's a good question.
I'm going to write this down now.
Okay.
I closed it. It's open again.
So, when I talk about you, I would have to talk about the person that I've known from literally within the last, month? Couple of months. Because who I knew before was a child. Who I knew after that was far, and not far in proximity, but far in relation. And so just within the last couple of months, I think that's where the real relationship came into play. But I would say, I'll just give characteristics. When I think about you, I think of gentle. I think of soft. And a lot of that the soft comes from your delivery, your mannerisms. I would say you are one of my favorite words. Intentional, for sure. I think everything that you are doing has been very intentional. I think that you are observant. I feel like you're one of those people who sit back and they just watch things happen, and then they react, which I think is a great thing to be, because you're not quick to move on things. I mean, and you may be quick to do things, but when you need to sit and be like, okay, let me take my time with this, you do. I would say you are somebody who is looking for the answers to things, which I think is good. You're not satisfied with just whatever's in front of your face. You're like, okay, I need to get the understanding of that. I need to actually see what that means. I need to dissect that, which I think is good, because you don't take things at face value. Yeah, I think you're love. I think you're I think you are kindness. And yeah, there's so much more you could say. I think you're super cool. That's what I would say about the far version of you. The one who, we didn't really have like a super, in-depth relationship. I would always see your pictures, or I would like talk to people about you, and I was like, yeah, that's my cousin. She's so cool. Or I remember I went on a field trip with the kids, and you were playing.
I remember that too.
And I was like, y'all, look, that's my cousin, and she's so cool.
I was telling my teammates, I was like, you see my cousin over there with them kids, you see? I'm like, I want to be over there with you. You want to be over there with me.
I'm like, y'all, my cousin might wave to y'all, so just pay attention. And you did. I think you came. You might have even came over and spoke.
Yeah.
I want to say you did.
I think I did go up there.
But yeah, that's definitely one word that I have always given you. I've always been like, look at her. She's just so cool. Like, she's just a cool kid.
Cool kid is really sweet.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, there's lots I could say. Plenty.
Can I tell you how I feel about you?
Absolutely.
I love you.
I love you.
I love you from head to toe. I really love you. I'm so proud of you.
Thanks. Don't do that.
I am, though. I'm doing it. This podcast...
No, I'm working for that.
Right, hand them over. This podcast is everything to me.
Thank you.
It's not even mine, but it is.
It
is.
It's
I know.
everybody's.
I already claimed it.
Together.
I already claimed it, so it's
Yeah.
fine. But I'm so proud of you. And for being in the line of work that you do. People need that.
Absolutely.
And more so, they need to see black women doing it. And it's not about color. It's just about building that trust within that relationship from a broader perspective.
Yeah.
In order for, if it's black and white, in order for there to be trust there, then we have to show it. We have to show that there's good intent behind that.
Yeah.
From both parties, or from any party. And when I see the way you love, it's consistent.
Thank you.
And it's intentional.
That's a great word.
It's consistent. I mean, it's consistent. It's intentional. The fact that you made this man wait this long is beyond me.
Hello.
He's a good man, Savannah.
Very good man.
He's a good man, Savannah. Come on. He's a good man. But because even I walked in and I was like, who's that?
Yeah.
Kyla? Oh, okay.
That's me.
Yeah, good. Should be. So I'm going to sit back. But, and so I'm like, it's just, when I think about you, I feel like you're not just going to let just anybody be around you.
Yeah.
Just anybody touch you. Just anybody know you.
Yeah.
And that makes me want to know you so much more. Like, so bad, though. Like, so bad. Like, if you could put it all in a box, I'd put it in my pocket.
Ship it to you.
Yeah, I would put it in my pocket, though.
Yeah.
I would want it on me. Because it's protection. I just love you.
I just love you. And you know what's crazy? This podcast episode's going to be so long. But
I know.
So the other day when you called me and you said, you texted me, you said, hey, I have this thing. I want you to show up to this. And I was like, okay, bet. You told me, you said tomorrow, but you really meant today. And so I called it like 1 o'clock, like, okay, wait. Is it today or is it tomorrow? You said, no, it's right now. And I said, oh, okay, let me go get dressed. And you were like, so as I'm like getting dressed, we're still on the phone, and you're like, I need you to be here because I've spoken so highly of you. And I'm in the shower, and I'm like, and we're still talking, we've moved on from that. But I'm like, oh shoot, here comes the tears. Because I'm like, you have heard people say like, oh, you need people to speak highly of you in rooms that you're not in. And I was like, you hear that and you believe that people are doing that for you, but when you actually can see it, it's like, oh wow.
People need to know that. And
then you get to step into the room that you spoke about me in.
And you felt it.
And I was like, oh, okay. Like, so I guess there's no word for that, but whatever that word would be, what you did for all of us in the room, because if you really want to talk about it, you didn't just speak highly of me. You spoke highly about lots of different people. And you're willing to like, okay, I'm going here. I'm about to take y'all. I want y'all to come with me. I want y'all to do these things with me. Mm-hmm. One, because I can't do it by myself. You have to have community. You have to have a team. But all in all, that right there, girl, hit me in my chest. And I was like, oh, okay. I know what it sounds like to have somebody speaking good of you. But the fact that you're actually doing it, and then I got to go into the room that you were speaking of me about in that space, I was like, oh yeah.
She believes in me.
Yeah, she values me in a way that is like, oh, I have to tell other people about you. I have to make sure that you know, they know who you are, because you bring something to the table that is so valuable that it has to be known by other people.
It has to
and
be.
I think that speaks to me, but it also speaks to you and your willingness to do it, because you bring value to the table as well, but you're not afraid to also bring other people's value too. Like, it's like, okay, I'm bringing the
That's
table,
how
and I'm
I'm
gonna
better.
I'm bringing all these other things to eat.
That's how I am.
Yeah, yeah.
That's how I am going to be successful. That's how I am going to be enough. That's
Yeah.
how I am going to show up. That's how I am going to make the impact that I'm trying to continue to make.
Yeah.
Because it's already done.
Mm-hmm.
And, man, it has to be that way.
Yeah.
There's no other way to accomplish the mission. There's no reason why the Lord would have lined it up the way it is if it wasn't supposed to be
Absolutely.
this way.
Yeah.
No. And if there's something different that's going to happen, it'll be presented.
Yeah, yeah.
I will know.
Mm-hmm.
The discernment is there.
Yeah.
The alignment is connected.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to you, I love you.
Thank you.
And it's just, that's just what it is.
And I think that's the best thing for it to be.
Yeah, we got to end this,
just
or
love
it's
each
a part 2.
Right.
I'm cool with that. If the people want it, I'm here.
You can come back for sure.
You know, if they learn it, I'm going to teach.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
You know.
Well, I thank you so much for coming. I thank you for sharing your heart with me, with the people who are going to see this episode. And I thank y'all for watching and just coming on another episode of Let's Cry Together, where you're not required to cry, but if you want to, you definitely don't have to do it alone. Do whatever the kids say, like, comment, subscribe, all the things. And just make sure you tune back in to another episode. Love y'all and bye. It's the banana for me.
Health is wealth, baby.